NASA has selected Andre Douglas to be a backup crew member for the agency's astronauts slated to fly around the moon during the Artemis II mission sometime next year. Artemis II is a 10-day mission that will test the spacecraft's life support systems and rendezvous procedures. The crew will also perform a free return trajectory around the moon, making them the first humans to go beyond low Earth orbit in over 50 years. Andre will be training alongside the primary crew, which includes NASA astronauts Reid Wiseman, Victor Glover, and Christina Koch, as well as Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen. In the event that a NASA astronaut cannot take part in the flight, he can take their place on the mission. Now let's get to know Andre a bit more. But first, if you're new, I'm Derek, a journalist who's been writing about space for nearly a decade. My channel, Orbital Velocity, explores humanity's ongoing trek toward a multiplanetary future with engaging, accurate content for all, from casual observers to passionate space enthusiasts. If you like space and want to stay informed about the latest happenings in human spaceflight-related topics, consider subscribing. And don't forget to launch that like button into orbit. Andre Douglas was one of 10 candidates selected in 2021 to become a NASA astronaut. He completed his training in March of 2024. According to Joe Acaba, NASA's chief astronaut, Andre's educational background and extensive operational experience in his various jobs prior to joining NASA are clear evidence of his readiness to support this mission. He excelled in his astronaut candidate training and technical assignments, and we are confident he will continue to do so as NASA's backup crew member for Artemis II. Andre holds a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from the U.S. Coast Guard Academy and has 4 postgraduate degrees, including a doctorate in systems engineering from George Washington University. Before joining NASA, Andre served in the U.S. Coast Guard in various roles, including as a naval architect and salvage engineer. He also worked at the Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Laboratory, focusing on maritime robotics, planetary defense, and space exploration missions for NASA. More recently, he's been involved in developing the Lunar Terrain Vehicle, Pressurized Rover, Lunar Gateway, and Lunar Spacesuit. Late last year, a backup for Canada's Jeremy Hansen was also selected, Jenni Gibbons. She was recruited as a Canadian astronaut in 2017 and completed her basic training in 2020. She has served in various capacities in the Canadian space program, including as a mission control capsule communicator during spacewalks and ISS operations. Jenni holds a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from McGill University and a doctorate in engineering from the University of Cambridge. Her work has ranged from researching flame propagation and microgravity to collaborating with the Canadian Space Agency and Canada's National Research Council. According to Lisa Campbell, the Canadian Space Agency president, Canada's seat on the historic Artemis II flight is a direct result of our contribution of Canadarm3 to the Lunar Gateway. Jenni Gibbons' assignment as a backup is of the utmost importance for our country. Since being recruited, Jenni has distinguished herself repeatedly through her work with NASA and the CSA. She is also a tremendous role model for Canada's future scientists, engineers, and explorers. And for those wondering, the selection of Andre and Jenni as backup crew members is independent of the selection process for Artemis III, which is currently tasked to being the first human landing on the moon in the 21st century. The Artemis III crew isn't expected to be selected for quite some time, as the mission is currently slated for no earlier than September of 2026 and will likely be delayed by well more than a year. For Artemis II, all 6 will train together for the mission. When the time comes, the prime crew is expected to launch atop a Space Launch System rocket sometime in the second half of 2025. The massive core stage for that rocket is expected to be shipped from New Orleans to Kennedy Space Center in Florida later in July of 2024. And stacking of the Mega Moon rocket could begin later in the fall or the winter of this year. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments below who your favorite Artemis II crew member is, prime or backup. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, ad Astra.